Hello and welcome to this BuyBotPro video. So I'm going to walk you through the advanced settings within the software. So this is a way that you can really refine how it works for you. So always fill in everything in your basic settings, then you may want to come back to the advanced ones. So in here, it starts off with your buy price VAT. So you've got retail and wholesale. Some of these things work exactly the same as the toggle in the main calculator, but it's if you have a particular preference. So if the majority of the products that you analyze are retail and you're including VAT within the buy price, then you leave that toggle to retail, and that's how it will be every time you come into the calculator. But if you toggle it to wholesale, if that's what you predominantly do, and obviously you enter in the buy price excluding VAT, and you do that most of the time, then you can toggle it to wholesale, and that's the way it'll be switched whenever you come to use the calculator. Grocery VAT, you can choose if it's calculated at 0% or 20%. So by the way, in case you didn't know, if you hover over any of these things, it gives you a tooltip as to what each one is. So just in case you do forget, you can hover over anything and it will tell you what exactly that is. You've got referral fee VAT exemption and FBA fees VAT exemption. Now, regardless of your own VAT registration status, this bit here, you need to apply to be exempt from the VAT on these Amazon fees and be granted permission by Amazon. So unless you have that permission, then leave these as toggled off. But if you do have written permission from Amazon, then toggle these on, and then it will take that into account when it does its calculations. You can toggle if you're enrolled in the dangerous goods program. So if you aren't, then leave that off. If you are, then you can turn it on. You can then add in any extra fees that you want BuyBotPro to take into account when it does its calculation. So you can express that as a regular value or a percentage if you prefer. It's completely up to you. And then you can also enter in your stock capital and a max buy count. Now the stock capital is your overall budget that you have to spend, and the max buy count along with the stock capital actually affects the suggested purchase quantity that comes up whenever you analyze a particular item, which gives you a suggestion on how many it thinks you should buy. Now, the max buy count, you can set a limit. So if you set a limit of say 50, it won't give you a number anything higher than 50, nor will it suggest an amount that makes you spend more than 10% of your overall budget. So it's worth entering these things in here. You've got merchant fulfilled shipping costs. Now, if you toggle the calculator to merchant fulfilled, I'll just show you that now. Then it comes up with 3 shipping cost options, well, up to 3, and then you've got an option to enter in your own there. So you'd select whichever one of these it is or enter in your own and click on analyze, and it takes that into account when you've pressed that. But if you have any consistent shipping costs as a merchant fulfilled seller, so let's say option 1 is like a standard delivery, option 2 is like a special delivery, and option 3 is something else. If you've got any consistent shipping costs, you can enter them in there so that way they are a preset option whenever you toggle on the merchant fulfilled toggle in the calculator. You can select your European marketplace fulfillment settings here. So EFN UK, EFN EU and Pan-European. So here you select whichever one of these applies to you if you are selling to a European country. You can also customize your IOSS settings. That stands for the International One-Stop Shop. So click on customize, and you can turn on or off any of these European countries if you don't want them to appear in the IOSS section. It's completely up to you. This is where you can also link up your Google Sheet. So from the same account that you're logged into Chrome with, create yourself a Google Sheet, take the URL of that sheet, paste that in here. You can name it, you can customize the columns, and it will show you what goes into what cell. And you can toggle on if you want it to auto export. So what that means is if you have this toggled on, whenever you analyze something with BuyBotPro, that item goes right through to your linked Google Sheet. If you've got it turned off, then that means you need to trigger this manually in the Google Sheet section in the main panel, and you can delete the sheet here. The sell price in the calculator of BuyBotPro can automatically fill in for you if you wish. And so it's set to buy box. It's going to take the buy box price and automatically fill it in there. But you can choose from the low FBA price, the buy box 90-day average price. It's completely up to you. And of course, you can enter in your own in the calculator. You've got the merchant token field. So here is where you would take your merchant token from your Amazon Seller Central account. And then if that is specified, it's going to indicate in the competition analysis section if an offer is yours, if you happen to be within that top 10. And then you've got the target ROI sale price export. So if you have an ROI target or goal, that's going to appear in your Google Sheet. So if you have a target that you want to remind yourself of whenever you look in the sheet, you can select whichever one that is. So you've got the option of default, or you can select a percentage, or you have custom. So this is where you can enter in whatever you like. And that is the advanced settings section within BuyBotPro. So hopefully you can see how that's going to help, because you can refine the way that BuyBotPro works. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.